Hello, this is Britt Caswell with another example video. In today's video, I'm covering example 6 from section 7-2 in the SavvasRealize Algebra 1 textbook. The goal of today's video is to apply the multiplication of binomials. So when we say apply, what we mean is we're using a word problem to try to solve some kind of real-world solution. Okay? So in this problem, we have a smartphone, and on that smartphone, they're describing the width and the height of the screen. All right, and then what they do is they also describe the outside dimensions of the cell phone. So what they want us to do is they want us to write an expression that describes the portion of the phone that is not occupied by the screen. So like up here where the speaker is, maybe slightly along this edge here, maybe this part down here where the receiver is. That's what we're looking for, all right? And so I find this little flamingo thing really distracting. So I'm just going to cover it with a box real quick just because I cannot with that right now. So here's what they're essentially asking us to do. Is they are asking us to to find the area of the black, they want me to take the total area of the cell phone and subtract the screen from it. All right, that's all that I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to say that area, I'm trying to figure out what I want to call this, not screen area. Not screen, I'm going to call it NS. Area of the NS, the not screen, is equal to the total area, which is everything here, the black, minus the area of the screen. Okay? So I need to find expressions that describe both of these. So let's start with the area total. Okay? I'm just going to kind of, I'll do it down here. So to find the total area, I would take this length and this width and multiply them together. So I have 1.8x plus 3 times x plus 1. And so this is where we're using that distributive property that we've been practicing, right? So to start out with it, I'm going to go ahead and take the 1.8x and multiply it to each term in the second set of parentheses. So 1.8x times x is 1.8x squared, and 1.8x times 1 is 1.8x. And then I'm going to do that same thing now with the 3. And I'm just going to, usually I stack it, but I'm just going to write this all together because I didn't leave myself much room. Good job, Miss C. So 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 1 is 3. And then I have to collect those like terms. So my total area, my ATOT, is equal to 1.8x squared. Ooh, that's not going to write very well down there at all. So I'm just going to write it where the area total is here when I add them. Okay, so I have my 1.8x squared. I have 1.8x and 3x as my like terms. So together that's 4.8x, and then I have a plus 3. So that is my total area. So now the next thing I need to do is I need to subtract the area of the screen. So this screen, what they're saying, it has a width of x, so here's my width of x, and a height that is 1.8 times the width. So I have 1.8 times that width of x. And so that's where I'm going to find the area of the screen, is just by multiplying those together. So the area of my screen is 1.8x squared because I'm multiplying them together. So now that I have my expression for my area of my total, and I have my expression for my area of my screen, to find the area of the not screen, I'm just doing that subtraction. Now, this is kind of an easy subtraction because you could see the 1.8x squared and the 1.8x squared cancel each other out. And so all that's left is 4.8x plus 3. And that's the solution that they're looking for. So now they're doing this problem again, but now they're doing it with a new width and a new height. So they're not even switching it up much. They're just changing it to 1.9 instead of 1.8. Thanks, Savvas, for the creativity in your problems. So I'm using that same formula. The area of the not screen is equal to the total area minus the area of the screen. So I need to start by finding the total area, right? So I do 1.9x plus 3 times x plus 1. So I'm taking that 1.9x and multiplying it to each term in the second set of parentheses. So 1.9x times x is 1.9x squared. And 1.9x times 1 is 1.9x. And now doing that same thing now with the 3. 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 1 is 3. So my total area is 1.9x squared plus 4.9x plus 3. And my area of my screen, is going to be my width times my height. So my width is x, and my height is 1.9x. So the area of the screen is 1.9x squared. And now I'm ready to find my area of my not screen. And again, I'm finding the area of the total. So I'm going to write that out. 1.9x squared plus 4.9x plus 3. And I'm subtracting from it the area of the screen, the 1.9x squared. Now I'm not using parentheses here, but remember, if my area of my screen had not been a monomial, I would need to use the parentheses and distribute that negative. Okay, so just remember that's still a thing. Now here, the 1.9x squareds, they cancel each other out. And I'm left with 4.9x plus 3 for my area of my not screen. So there we have it, y'all. That's applying the multiplication of binomials. Until next time.